Good morning, students. Today we will be going on with chapter number 3, that is money and credit. Before money there was barter system of exchange. Now barter system of exchange, the definition says that exchanging of a commodity for a commodity. Here I have written the definition, as you can see, that is exchange of a commodity for a commodity. Now I have given an example of wheat and rice. Now if you see wheat, if X has surplus of wheat and Y has surplus of rice, then they can exchange the commodity and they can take whatever they are willingly want it to be. Second is rice and milk. Similar, if anyone has surplus of something, they can willingly to exchange the commodity for a commodity. That is what barter system says. Now double coincidence of wants suggests that both the parties should be willingly be exchanging the commodity for a commodity. That is what double coincidence of wants tells us that. But drawbacks of barter system suggest that it is not a good system, which has certain drawbacks as it is. Now in drawbacks, the first is double coincidence of wants. Now as we have learned here, double coincidence of wants is the parties are willingly to exchange. Now I am taking the example of wheat and rice. Now what will happen if I want wheat and someone else who doesn't have rice but they have milk? So I have to find that person who would be willingly be exchanging the commodity with me. So here in barter system it was difficult to find that person and it was time consuming as well. When it came to store of value, the second, as at that period of time storage was a very important factor, because the commodities which were exchanged were perishable goods. That's why it was a flop show for barter system, as there was no store of value. When it came to the measurement, the third drawback, that means that if I am taking 1 kg of rice and in return I am taking 4 horses from the other person, so that was not to be equivalent measurement, I can say that. Next is the future payment. Now when I talk about future payment, is like, suppose I promise you to pay you back 1000 rupees if I have taken something from you. So, and I would be repaying you within 6 months. That is what future payment is. If I am hiring you for something, in order to go for it, then obviously you can think about it. But during the barter system, future payment involved many manipulations as well. So again, this was the last drawback of barter system. As the barter system was working inefficient, money came into the purview. So what do you mean by money? Money which acts as an intermediate in an exchange process. That's why it is also known as medium of exchange. So at that period of time when money was introduced, the goods were exchanged for money. So the drawbacks which was of barter system became the uses of money. When I talk about modern forms of money, first there were coins, currencies, paper money, then plastic money came into consideration, credit cards, online transactions are these days. Now going on with the deposits with banks. Now in other forms in which people hold money is as deposits with banks. At a point of time, people only need certain currencies for day-to-day needs, like workers who receive their salaries at the end of each month, who have extra cash at the beginning of the month. Now how would they deposit it, or where would they deposit it? So that's why banks were introduced. They deposited with the banks by opening a bank account. So here I have drawn a diagram to understand the basic needs. That is, first is the banks and second customer. I can say a worker or we as a customer. So what the customer does is opens a bank account, deposits their money, and bank in return will pay certain amount of interest to the customer. In this way people's money is safe with the banks and it earns an amount as an interest. Now people also have the provision to withdraw the money as and when they require, since the deposits in the bank accounts can be withdrawn on demand. So it is also known as demand deposits. So I have written here the definition, that is deposits which can be withdrawn or transferred on demand is known as demand deposits. It also offers another interesting facility as well. It is the facility which lends it the essential characteristics of money. Now payments made by check. Now what do you mean by check? This is the last topic for today. That is a paper instructing the bank to pay a specific amount from the person's account to the person in whose name the check has been issued. So I can say that I am giving a legal order which is made by the bank, and I want to withdraw certain amount from my account. So in that way, when I show this check or when I show this paper, then immediately they will be debiting through my account and they will be giving me the amount which I require. That is what check does. Okay, and for every check or for minimum balance we will discuss so on. This is the last topic. If you have any doubt, do let me know. Yes, definitions are to be written, so please write these important definitions from the video. Thank you.